You did a 9 to 5 guy?
Like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes.
Like 9
School
a.m.
teacher. Would you date a school teacher?
No, because
Would you date a guy who worked a 9 to 5?
No.
Okay.
I don't care what nobody say, but 9 to 5s are only meant for teenagers and people that's living on campus going to college. 9 to 5s are not meant for grown adults that has grown adult bills like mortgages, rent, light bill, electricity bill. Like, how are y'all surviving off 15 an hour?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Here, I am an advocate for the girls being in relationships, being married, being able to have a partner you can depend on. Because when you get in rough situations, tough times, which we all face, adversities, financial struggles, if I don't got it, my man probably has it, right? And that's the beauty of having a partner. So when you have these hard times, you don't have to worry as much because we're going to figure it out together. Together. That's what a partner does. So we've been talking a lot about B.SIMONE on this channel the last few weeks. And she, again, to me, I feel like she will say and do anything to be seen, to get attention. That's just my opinion. But on the same podcast that she dropped with her best friend, we talked about that before, she talked about how she is struggling financially. She doesn't have the money that she once had or the ability to do what she wants to do or where she wanted to shop. So she was crying. She's upset. She's emotional. And her friend was right there to, comfort her. But let me drop the clip and we'll come back and we're going to talk about it.
Just my finances. The budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
So for me, right? She said what she said. She don't have the liquid. She's used to having a certain amount of money in her account. God forbid she has to shop at H&M now. Oh my gosh. Pity her. So sad. Blah, 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 blah. Right? My thing is if you watched, you saw her sit there, tell that story and get emotional and cry. But her best friend told her story about being homeless, being broke, getting her car repoed, all the things. And B.SIMONE didn't drop a tear.
B.SIMONE, I'm going to be out to tell the truth. Now you going broke? Here's what got me. Your friend tell you her struggle story. Your friend tell you her war story. All you said was, oh God. Oh God. But when you turn around and tell your story and say how you broke and now you have to downgrade from shopping at Bloomingdale's to shopping at H&M, you had tears in your eyes.
She said there and all she said was Jesus the whole entire time she told her story. But now you are crying because you can't go to H&M and you got to be more frugal and you got to be more mindful. What I'm hearing is you got to be responsible and you've been real reckless with your money. And now you ain't got it. But these are the same women who wouldn't dare date a man who doesn't have this, doesn't have that. She didn't want to date a 9-to-5 man. He had to be an entrepreneur because he wouldn't understand the life of an entrepreneur.
Can't have a 9-to-5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think
B.SIMONE.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic.
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You
all
know,
right.
he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business owner. He getting one of them
Yes.
stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Y'all heard her. This was a few years ago, obviously, but once you say it, you gotta stand on it. You don't want to date a man who's a 9 to 5 because he ain't gonna be able to do this, or he ain't understand this, or he. I bet you that 9 to 5 man would have allowed you to go to Bloomingdale's. That 9 to 5 man could be making a good amount of money, very good money, very wealthy, and allow you to be able to do what you want to do and be able to shop wherever you want to shop. But no, the independent single, I could do it all by myself. I don't need a man. He got to have this. He need to have over $200 million for me to be with him type of women. God forbid I have a 9 to 5 man. But I didn't want to deal with a 9 to 5 man. And now I can't. I also am an entrepreneur who can't even shop in Bloomingdale's. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Women have the nerve, the audacity that these are your problems. That, like, to me, that says, when are you going to humble yourself and recognize the way that I think it's supposed to be may not be how it's supposed to be? Because something ain't going right. Something's not right that I can't move how I want to move financially. And I'm sitting on this platform crying to my best friend about how I got to be more mindful. And I've never been like this. Okay. But why won't you cry to your man? The man who can really help you, who can solve the problems for you. Because is she going to solve them for you? Again, I believe B.SIMONE is lying about it all. I don't believe nothing that comes out her mouth. But we're going to take it for what it is, and we're going to discuss it. But that's just my opinion. I don't believe the lady. I don't. But if it's true, again, it's still a problem because, like I said, we want to be so, I don't need this. I can't deal with this. I ain't going for that. I'm not going. And you in the same position that me, the 9 to 5 girl, can shop where you can't shop.
And B.SIMONE crying about she couldn't go to Bloomingdale's and she had to go to H&M. Girl, I can't even go to get no clothes. I either got to choose clothes or some cereal. A shirt or a box of cereal. Hell, which one is gonna be? And you talking about you couldn't go to Bloomingdale's, you had to go to H&M. Girl, but I just got me some panties from Family Dollar. You better shut up being ungrateful. You got some money. If you could go to H&M, do you get your panties from Family Dollar like I do?
How ironic. The 9 to 5 guy can shop where you can't shop. How ironic. But you couldn't deal with that man. He was below you. He couldn't handle you. He couldn't understand the lifestyle. Women who are entrepreneurs, who want to do what they want to do, who want to, they the boss chick, they don't want a man. They believe that a 9 to 5 man is going to want too much of them because he has more time on his hands. He's going to want them to be a woman to him. So they think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I believe that they think that if I get a man who's an entrepreneur and he's always busy, I don't got to really show up for him the way that a 9 to 5 man would. That's what I believe, honestly. That's what they say. They don't want a man who's going to require them to be a partner. And that's what a 9 to 5 man would probably want. But again, that does not have to be a thing where just because he's a 9 to 5er, he won't support you. He won't be understanding of what you do for a living. He can help financially. I'll take care of the bills because I know you out here trying to get it. I know you don't have whatever it might be. Don't underestimate a man because of his work status. When again, he can go wherever he want to go, buy whatever he want to buy, shop wherever he want to shop, go wherever he want to go, all while being a 9 to 5 man. And you, the entrepreneur chick, the boss chick, is crying about how you can't go to Bloomingdale's. We be so backwards, and we got to eat our words so much, y'all, because we really believe what we say is golden. And you are standing on this 30 plus years old, still not married, wants to be married, doesn't have a family, and you haven't realized that all that you said you wouldn't do and couldn't do, and God forbid you would ever do, maybe you should try it. Maybe life would be better for you. Maybe you would be on the internet chasing for attention constantly because you have nobody giving you attention in your love life. How about that? But I'm so tired of the boss chick mentality, thinking that they're above it all and they're not going to lower their standards for that type of man. The entrepreneur man and the 9-to-5 man can both be good men and have great qualities. Different lifestyles, but great qualities. One might be better than the other. That's obviously a possibility. But that doesn't have to do with the work status. The 9-to-5 man might work harder than the entrepreneur.
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Listen, I'm going to say this for my girls because I feel like a lot of y'all be really fumbling these good-ass men out here because y'all be getting shit twisted. Excuse my French. I just got to say it how it is. But y'all be looking for these men who y'all feel like a 6-figure earning man, or y'all be looking for these men who y'all feel like got a whole lot of money, but baby, y'all sleeping on them 9-to-5 men, okay? Y'all really sleeping on the 9-to-5 men. They may not make $100K a year, but
depending upon what the job may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that he might understand your lifestyle more based on what he does for a living. He's up working on projects. He's up sending out emails. He's a supervisor. He's a lead project manager. He has a responsibility that falls on him. So y'all might be up together working on your different, y'all jobs in a different capacity. Because I'm not brainstorming the next comedy show with you doesn't mean I don't understand how hard it is to, but this is how us as women think. We don't want to lower our standards because we're too good for that, man. We're too good for this. We're too good for that. And again, now you are an H&M, which I love H&M. So I know people have their opinions about her making think pieces about, what's wrong with H&M, because it's nothing wrong with H&M. But for her, it is lowering her standards that she's used to shopping in Bloomingdale's and I'm sure Neiman Marcus and all the stores. So H&M is below her standards. But we all gotta realize that we're still humans. And we need to be responsible. And we need to be mindful with our choices. Get you a man. Doing it by yourself. When times get hard, lean on that man. But that's just my opinion. What do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Drop it down below. If you enjoyed the episode, of course, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Patreon. The link is in the description. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.